Thank you for watching this new episode of The Hotel Show. This is episode number 2, and we have a sponsor. Thank you very much for hotelscombat.com to sponsor the show. Hotelscombat.com is basically aggregating different websites when you can find the best rate at your next hotel stay, so please check it out. I welcome any other companies who want to sponsor the show. You just send me an email at guillaume@hotelsblogs.com, hotel-blogs.com. So, what are the stories of this week? Well, first of all, you might wonder about how those big companies like Hotels.com and Booking.com trying to get new traffic to the website, especially with this year where the marketing budget has been, restricted to the minimum. You might wonder, how can I get more traffic? Well, those two companies are doing things very differently. So Hotels.com is actually having a massive advertising campaign all across the UK for the moment. They're putting banners on buses in London. They also advertise in the train stations, and you also have Hotels.com advertising on newspapers. So all of this is offline advertising. Now you might wonder, how come in the 21st century people are actually spending money on this? Well, I think with such a brand competing, with so many other brands online, maybe this is an effective way to get quick traffic to your website, even though it might be costly for the short term. On the other hand, you have Booking.com, the leading hotel website, who do not actually advertise offline. The purely advertising marketing is based on PPC, pay-per-click, on search engines such as Google, Yahoo, and so on, and that's really it. They don't put any money in buses, posters, and advertising on newspapers. They're purely doing the online advertising because it's maybe more targetable. You can see the return of investment quite quickly, and therefore, it would be very interesting to have your thought about what is the most efficient way to drive traffic quickly to your website. Is that offline advertising or online advertising? This week there is actually a good story about an acquisition of a travel startup. We don't hear that often many travel startups getting acquired lately, but this one is probably quite an exciting one, at the same time maybe surprising. So Doppler is an online travel startup who's been around for about 2 years, and basically it's a website that do everything with sharing your travel itinerary to your peers, your friends, your family, and so on. But the traffic of that website has been a bit plateaued, and we haven't seen really a big audience embracing this website. 2 years later, Doppler actually found a new owner, which is Nokia. And Nokia, funny enough, was the company of the founder of Doppler. So Doppler 2 years ago raised about 1.5 million euros of angel investment from key entrepreneurs and people who just believe that the Doppler model could work in the future. 2 years later, 2009 September, actually Doppler has found a new owner, which is Nokia. Funny enough, Nokia was the company where the founder of Doppler was from. He was head of digital over there. And you might wonder, why have such an exit only after 2 years? Well, the exit was apparently between 10 and 15 million euros, according to different sources like TechCrunch. And you might wonder, well, actually maybe we are stuck there, and if Nokia can actually put the business forward, maybe on their mobiles, maybe that's the way to really increase the audience on that website. So, I just want to congratulate those guys at Doppler. It's actually quite a good exit. Maybe not so much for the investors, but maybe that's the way how you can survive into such a competitive market in online travel startup. So again, let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's a good deal? Do you think it's a good exit for the founders? I welcome any of your comments. Many hotel chains or independent hotels are a bit lost about what to do with Twitter. Not so much about what to do with Twitter, but more about how can I follow all those people. How can I read what they say in a very effective way, and how can I track whether my brand is being talked about. So I've given up Twitter.com webpage a long time ago because I followed way too many people, and therefore I've used an application that's been built against the Twitter API. And what I use today is Sysmic Desktop. Sysmic is a great tool that you can use either online, so by just putting your Twitter account, or you can also download an application on your PC or on your Mac. So I've done both actually, and it works very well. What it does is basically giving you one column with all the message you give on Twitter. Then you have all the answers that replied back to you with your Twitter account, and then you have a lot of columns that you can customize, which are, for instance, let's say you are Sheraton. Well, you want to track if people do actually talk about Sheraton. So type Sheraton on the search on the right side, and you have this third column will give you all the Twitter messages that have Sheraton in it. So it gives you the ability to really track what's going on, who are actually talking about your brand. But it's more like this. You can also put your Facebook account into this, and it really gives you a good snapshot about what has been going on in Twitter without wasting too much time by going to the last messages about one you want to read. Because when you follow more than 100 people like I do, it's very difficult to go to the timeline. So by using Sysmic Desktop, it's very effective, it's quick, you don't need to waste more than 2 minutes, and you can do that maybe 3 or 4 times a day, and that's it. It's not going to be a lot of time wasting compared to what you were using, Twitter.com. So that's the website I wanted to share, and then next one is going to be done. So thank you very much, and see you next week. Bye bye.